Ndị be anyị ụtụtụ ọma nọ, anyị si ike akọnye chiri ya zerụkwa, anyị si n'ụbọchị nketa adịrị na anyị na mma na ihe adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ, otu anyị kwuru ya otu akọ ya dịrịrị ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị, ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si were wetara ya bụ nnukwu ozi gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'ala Igbo. Ya bụ ife ka ji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ na-ewetara unu ya na Eastern News 24. Dịka unu mana tata bụ ụbọchị nke ọkaikpe nke bụ Julaị. Tata bụ Julaị 18, 2025, ụbọchị nke akara aka gbasịta maka ya bụ nsọkọrịta mpi nke Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and Federal Republic of Nigeria n'ụlọ nke ọkaikpe nke dị na Federal High Court Abuja. Alright, according to ya bụ update anyị na-eweta n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nketa yi na ya bụ ife emego. Yes, ya bụ ife emego. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu abatago n'ụlọ nke ọkaikpe n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nketa. Breaking news. Alright, ya bụ ife na-akpọtụ nketa. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu abatago n'ụlọ nke ọkaikpe. Ọ bụ dị na-esorela ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka esi wee wetara ya bụ ozi unu na-anya unu ya afụ na the Biafrans solidarity with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and ya bụ ife na-aga. O nwere ife nchọrọ ikwu tupu ewetara unu ya bụ ife ụmụnne anyị wetegasị n'iru akwụkwọ. Alright, ihe bụ according to update anyị na-eweta na ndị Igbere News. Ọ sị breaking news, heavy tight security as court proved only 10 attenders as Maazị Nnamdi Kanu trial resumed today, bụ 18 of July 2025 for the trial of the indigenous people of Biafra. Leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu resumed today, being July 18, 2025. Alright, so according to your update anyị na-ewetekwe na court premises. Breaking news, heavy tight security as court approves only 10 attenders as Maazị Nnamdi Kanu trial resumed today. Alright, this is according to Igbere TV. Ya will be with Ozi, one of the great media when an Igbo. Alright, the Dukunuma ka ya bụ ife si aga na kọtụ kwuru na ọsọsọ mmadụ 10 ka e nyere oyere ịbata n'ime ụlọ courtroom Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'ụbọchị nke taa. 8 sons, ya 8 senior advocates of Nigeria and the mmadụ abụọ bụ ikwu na ibe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu yawa mere ya mmadụ 10. Alọ ejimako so na n'ime ya. Dr. Ikpeazụ sokwa ya, Paul sokwa ya, Emeka sokwa ya, Uchenna Njọkụ sokwa ya. Here are the sons bụ ndị ga-represent Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, 8 of them with mmadụ abụọ from the family of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. So ya bụ ife ka na-aga dịka o si wee dị n'anya ya. Anyị ga-ewetara unu ya na-akpọ biko na-ewere iwe ka anyị wetegodiri unu recap ihe mere na ikpe nke gara aga, ka anyị wetegodiri unu ya n'iru akwụkwọ ka unu mara ebe anyị kwụsịrị, marakwanụ ka taa ga-esi wee gaa. Anyị ka ewetekwara unu update nke tata. Yes, gee ihe nwanne anyị nwoke were ikwu. Over to you, sir.
It's from my experience of following this Nnamdi Kanu case. So I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a presiding judge, I don't have any legal degree or even legal diploma. So let's get it started. Today, the Federal Republic of Nigeria closed its case against Nnamdi Kanu. The court granted the defense 14 days to file its written address on a no-case submission and 14 days to prosecution to respond. The court then adjourned to 18th of July. What that means is that the Nigerian government has finally closed their case on Nnamdi Kanu matter, meaning everything they have against Nnamdi Kanu, they have deposited it in court. They don't have any other thing again against him. And the court now said that the defense team has been given 14 days from today to file they call it a no case. Okay, that is for them to come out to say, look at what happened. This is our argument. This is the reason why we said what the federal government presented before the court has no basis. So, and after that, the prosecution team, that is the Nigerian government side, are going to respond to what Nnamdi Kanu side we filed. Then after that, on 18th of July, then they will come back to court. And I think after that 18, if there is no judgment on that day, they will fix another date for judgment as well. Now, I think I should be able to say that Justice James Omotosho did as he said. What do I mean? I'm only talking about the accelerated hearing. during the time of Justice Binta Nyako, I'm not saying Justice Binta Nyako is this or that, I'm just trying to share my own opinion. During the time of Justice Binta Nyako, the case was like, what is this? Everyday quarrel in the court because Binta Nyako, Nnamdi Kanu and his team don't have confidence that she's going to do what is right. So they were trouble during that time before Justice James Omotosho came in. I'm not saying that, oh, I have full confidence in Nigeria judiciary or I this or that. No, that's not what I'm saying. But at least Justice James Omotosho said that Nnamdi Kanu have stayed long enough in the detention. That when he was arrested the first time, I think he was how many years? 40-something, now he's 50-something after 10 years, that he's determined to make sure that this case will come to an end. And I think he did it today. The case has come to an end. So within next 2 days in court, the judgment will be ready. So I think that is the reason why I said, yeah, he tried, he did according to what he said. So I'm not a lawyer, as I said before, but let us look forward to seeing how the outcome is going to be. But when I analyze how the judgment, everything went through, I am confident that Nnamdi Kanu don't have that too much case, according to how people elaborated it. As if Nnamdi Kanu took knife to cut people's neck, as if Nnamdi Kanu, they saw him with gun and all those things. But at the end of the case, I also thank the defense team of Nnamdi Kanu because, presenting an evidence before the court, bringing someone before the court is not the issue. The issue is, do you have the ability and what it takes, the evidence and the requirement to prove your case? That was where the federal government side flopped, because every argument they brought to the court, for example, the issue of NSAS, that was number one powerful thing that the federal government thought they could use to take Nnamdi Kanu down. The issue of NSAS, that Nnamdi Kanu commanded people to burn all those buses. Now, they asked them, no problem, bring those people who burned the buses that they arrested and ask them whether Nnamdi Kanu sent them, number one. Bring the plate number of the buses to confirm that, yes, these are the buses they burned. All those things they were unable to bring in. So it's not enough to come out to say, Tinubu killed Donald Trump. It's a statement. I can make that statement. That Tinubu is the one that massacred people in Benue. I can make that statement. Do I have the proof that Tinubu killed those people in Benue State? So anybody that alleged must prove. Now, after that, they started talking about that someone said Nnamdi Kanu asked him to kill 2,000 people, and the person was able, 30,000 people. The person was able to kill 2,000 people. And at the end, they asked them to bring evidence. They started bringing Vanguard online newspaper. Okay, the Vanguard online newspaper now call the person that posted that thing to bring evidence. Oh, nowhere to be found. Do you interview the journalist? No. The person that said this, do you arrest him and interview him? No. So where do you see your proof that Nnamdi Kanu sent him to do that? That was another flop. Then they started talking about the issue of broadcasting. Issue of broadcasting, I think at the end, Nnamdi Kanu will be guilty about the issue of broadcasting for bringing radio equipment into Nigeria that is supposed to go through the license. If I bring broadcasting equipment to Nigeria by violating what is it called, Nigeria Broadcasting Corporation license something. I read it. The fine is not above 1 million naira. The fine is 500,000 to 2 million. So is that why you hold somebody for 10 years for bringing radio equipment? The fine is 500,000 to 2 million naira. Is that why? What is another case again? There are so many laughable cases they brought against Nnamdi Kanu. For me, the senior advocate of Nigeria that also came in to join Ejimako, they tried, because where I see that they did a marvelous job was during cross-examination. Because cross-examination is a tool. I will not call it just a process. It's a tool to veto every evidence they brought against you. Because you've got to ask the person question. Whether the person is lying, you will discover that. Sometimes they will say this during the evidence. During cross-examination, they will say the opposite. They said that Nnamdi Kanu was happy when he was testifying when he came to Nigeria. Then they asked them to bring the video evidence. They brought the video. The judge saw that Nnamdi Kanu was telling them, I need my lawyer. This is the third time I'm granting an interview without my lawyer. The law says I should not grant an interview without my lawyer. That was where Justice James Omotosho said, no, I will not admit those things. So when you look at all these things, you will see that it is because of hatred that is making them to keep Nnamdi Kanu, not any other thing. Because of hatred. The terrorists that was declared wanted have killed over 1,000 people, Ado and Yero. The military is still having a meeting with him. Nobody is saying anything. The Neetiala leader that was charged for treason for sponsoring Fulani bandits, The reason nobody knows the reason why. So because Nnamdi Kanu's name sounds Igbo, or because they hate him for his influence, this man has never carried weapon against anybody. If you are an adult and someone said, oh, Nnamdi Kanu preached that made him to carry weapon, if you are an adult, if someone send you to carry weapon, see, you that carry that weapon, you are the one that the law is going to hold. You are not a minor. But if the person is a minor, if you ask him to even carry weapon to go and do something, if they catch him, he say you are the one that sent him, the law will leave the minor and hold you because the person is a minor, not an adult, bringing cases of proxies. The whole case the federal government brought against Nnamdi Kanu are proxy cases. Only one case for bringing radio equipment. Do not forget that from the beginning of the case, the DSS told the court, that is the first day of Justice James Omotosho handling the case, they told the court that they did not find anything terrorism or incriminating against Nnamdi Kanu apart from the radio equipment. This thing is clear. They sponsored news outlets like Vanguard News, Premium Times, all those things. The reason why I use the word they sponsor, it's allegedly, but the way they publish things against Nnamdi Kanu, that is the reason why I said they sponsored them to be deceiving the public about Nnamdi Kanu, portraying him to be evil, of which he is not. So, another thing they said, Hope Uzodinma said Nnamdi Kanu was the one that killed people in Imo State. Okay, bring the video. Now, they brought the video. Hope Uzodinma was saying the killing in Imo State is not from IPOB. That was another flaw. They keep on dying in the court. Or just to make sure that they convinced an innocent man. Apart from that, they say Nnamdi Kanu is the one that asked them to do the prison break in Imo State. All right, are you there? Bring the surveillance. There are cameras around there. Up to today, the reason why they did not release the camera is because the security operative, Nigerian security operative, they were responsible for that outbreak. Another evidence shows that DSS and military kill people in a war. Contrary to what DSS presented, that it was IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. And the question continues, who is now killing people in Enugu? Who is now killing people in Ebonyi? Who is now killing the people in Abia State? And from across the nation, Osun, Ekiti, Delta, Edo, all this Benue, who is now killing these people? So, it is so unfortunate that the hate and animosity against this man has no limit. And the DSS as well, they should understand one thing. Everything you are doing.
Ndị banyị gwadalụ ndị ndị kunu siwe na-eso na n'iru akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24. Alright, ụnọ na-anụgo n'ife ka o si ada and ka o si akpọtụ. Ọ bụ na ife anyị na-eme na-adị unu ma biko gabaro ketụsa ya bụ ozi. Alright, ka agụpụtara some of obimnobi ụmụnna anyị and some of their comment fakwugasi gbasata maka ebe ife ka o si aga na Twitter handle. This is according to Ada Chinyele Obinna. It does not matter what they do. At the end, God will prove himself in the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All right. Onye nke kwuru nke a bụ Kanu Philip Osi. So we have this type of tight security. Understand? And there are free zone killing in Benue State and others. All right. This is according to Kanu. Now we're entering security to Otuana Abuja because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na abịa n'ụlọ nke ikpe n'ụbọchị uruchi nketa mana kekwere maka ihe niile a na-egbu na Benue State and mkpagbu a na-eme n'ebe ahụ ọ na-ewe 100 security tight anụ a na Benue and Plateau State biko no ihe bụ according to one of our comment section from our brother Kanu. All right, this is according to God's will Ibe Osi. So when I get tight security for an innocent man is but not in Benue State and isi also that Fulani are buying on steady. All right, I want to tell more ifo dede but when you okay can't you cut ifo say that na so na Nigerian government with this type of security obule be innocent man no de ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no ke kwere meru na ebuga security to Benue State ebe ndị Fulani egbu ndị mmadụ. All right, this is according to Just according to Ike Igwe, also free him, let him go. All right, I gotta go down 2 or 3 more comment. I will check out here. All right, there is okay. This is a good John Johnson. There is a possibility that this country may be divided or 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 decentralized because of 2027 election. This is what I feel. Oh, all right. Njoko Ekene also okay. They would have bring their security to secure Benue State instead of one man that has no gun. All right. Here about some of the comments I know with the Ebumu 9 doesn't know. All right. If the media is banned from covering what's going on in the courtroom, show that their injustice and unjust trial will still continue. Okay, if I go according to Ugo Ifade, also that now but can even watch and abandon the media from covering in the courtroom. So when you question open and the media and I abandon from covering the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, that shows that a man with fair trial. Now man with fair trial. So man kind of funky kind of nego na kifesi aga. Desmond Kurusi, but why should Nnamdi Kanu's arrest Kenya for the first place? All right, this is according to Prince Gideon Obinna. Victory is ours, my prophet. All right, this is according to Godson Ibade. He should be released unconditional. My ten kobo advice. He should release unconditional. This is according to Okafor. All right, umunem kachikota na ya wutu wono kachikota na ya wutu ofu nke anu na kachikota zie ya onu. O say this is unlawful. What is really happening in this country? All right, thank you so much for joining us, umunem. Stay tuned while the trial continues, and also we'll be bringing you the latest update regarding Thomas Nnamdi Kanu's trial today. Kemesia no umunem. Don't forget that this is Eastern News 24, guys. When you're telling Yabosi.